Carrie Led, you said, but being an emotional man is the worst thing you could do. I done allowed my emotions control my decisions in my life so many times. And now I'm older and mature. I'm learning not to let my emotions control my decisions in life. And as a man, what I'm talking about emotion is, I'm not just talking about being emotional and sensitive. It's one thing to be emotional and sensitive, and being emotional and angry. And as a black man, being a sad, emotional, angry man, it ain't good for your blood or weak. So that means, like, it comes off weak when you argue with your woman. That's why it's not good for a man to argue with a woman, because women are emotional, spiritual beings. And what I mean by that, for a man to have emotional sadness and anger and abilities like a woman, makes him weak. Because I feel like no man should argue with a woman, or no man should match a woman's energy. And if you notice in relationships, when a man and a woman are yelling at each other, nobody's hearing each other. So real love comes from compromising. Be the type of man to know how to just shut up and listen. Even if the woman right or wrong, just be quiet. Silence is the key to everything. When you silence a person, you keep them guessing and wondering what's wrong with you, you know? So more of the story is like controlling your emotions. It could make you allow you to make a better choice in your life and your relationship. So being able to humble yourself and not make yourself so angry could allow you to save your relationship, could allow you to fix your relationship, could allow you to understand a person more. So sometimes it's good to walk away. Sometimes it's good to be quiet. Sometimes it's good to be quiet and listen, because somebody got to be the leader in the relationship, and it calls balance. So man, if you want to be a better man in your relationship, learn how to be silent. Learn how to listen. Woman, if you want to be a better woman, and I can't tell you how to be a better woman, but what I'm trying to say is, if you learn how to listen to your man and express your feelings more, then a man can understand where your hurt come from. Not just where it come from, but why you hurt. You know what I mean? Sometimes a man don't know how to love a woman until he hurt a woman. Sometimes a man don't understand his actions until he hurt a woman, until he lost that woman. Have you ever realized in a relationship, a man could fuck up so many times until he lost that woman, and a woman be like, why it took me to sometimes, and now I understand, sometimes it take that woman to leave that man and get up under another man to show that man what he was missing. Now I understand that that one saying, you don't miss a good thing till it's gone. One man's treasure is another man's trash. That's all real. So more of the story is like, if you stop being emotional and sad and angry, you causing a confusion or eruption. So when you arguing back at somebody, it makes it hard for that woman to understand where you come from, and you to understand where that woman coming from. So sometimes if you hush and you observe, you can understand how you hurt that woman, what are you doing. And sometimes as human beings, even though it's common sense, we don't know. We do know what we're doing, but we don't know. We know what's right from wrong, but sometimes when you're doing things, we can become selfish. That's the reason why, like in the Bible, it says things about, like, you know, don't desire sex, don't desire mankind, don't desire evil, don't do evil for evil, don't do tit for tat. It's the reason for the season, but we don't, us as humans, we don't pay attention to the Bible or the book, because we can't see God, or God stop answering our prayers. And more of the story, God never left. So what I'm saying is, karma is real. Redirection is real. What I mean by redirection, God can redirect you right back to the person that hurt you, the person that took something from you. Because sometimes God wasn't meant for y'all to end it, and sometimes things are meant to end. So when things do end, sometimes it is best to move on so you can grow and let go. But it's one thing to belittle somebody, it's another thing to mistreat somebody, it's another thing to misguide somebody, and it's another thing to intentionally hurt and intentionally shame someone. You know, any time when you're hurt and you don't know how to accept your hurt or pain, us as humans, we tend to seek revenge. We tend to be bitter. We tend to let the past hurt us and hunt us. In my last video, I said, you would never know how you hurt somebody until you make them mad. You would never know the truth until you got around them and they forgave you for something, and then you got drunk with them, and then now they talking about the truth. And you never know how you hurt somebody, man, woman, boy, girl, girlfriend, cousin, friend, niece, whatever, until you come around them on a drunk mind. Because on a drunk mind, speak a sober, honest mind. And more of the story is like, you know, you going to get in this world what you put out in the world. So you put out negativity, expect negativity to come on to you. And hurt people. I'm a fan and an example of knowing what it's like to hurt somebody, knowing what it's like for somebody to hurt me, knowing what it's like to see karma be done to me and other people. So watch what you say to people. Watch what you say behind their back. Because that shit coming around. And karma, Lady Karma, devil and God is listening. And they taking a note. So while you trying to be revengeful and go against God and going against the rule of the land, you ain't got to believe in God to understand God is real. But when God sits you down and take things away from you, he a mysterious God. He work in a mysterious way. You know, so you could do something wrong to somebody and he could take exactly what you got right away. Money, car, jewelry, even some people's lives. So be careful what you do. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Love people as much as you expect them to love you. Treat people with respect and talk positivity. A negative mind is a negative soul. You don't want nothing negative to happen to you. Don't speak negative, don't do negative. Peace. I hope this message relates to somebody. I'm not talking to nobody in general. I'm not talking about nobody in general. All I'm saying is I'm trying to give out advice through my experience. I've been in love and I've been hurt. I've been in love and I've been betrayed. I've been in love and I've been abandoned, taken from my heart and my love. I've been manipulated. I've been all kinds of things. So it's like when a person's seeking something back on you, it comes back around. More of the story, God don't forget what we do to people. So always repent. Always accept your accountability of your actions. And know what you did wrong. Love life, love yourself, speak good and positive. I'm not talking about nobody or a particular person. This is just advice.